Well, hello guys, this is your girl Diva Diva Fashionista, and I haven't recorded in a long periodical time, but I had to jump on here. I know you guys have seen this viral video with the parents arguing over the food for the one child versus all four of the children. I have some things to say, and I have some things to say from the perspective of the child who had the absentee parent and from the mom who has more than one child's father. So I think I'm qualified to have an opinion on this subject. So if you haven't seen the video, here it is.
My baby daddy come here with one meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
Now that we've all seen the video, and I'm pretty sure y'all just riled up as I am. I feel a type of way, and I have to start this off by saying that the dad is not the villain. I do not think the guy is wrong. He is not the bad guy in this situation. I see what he's trying to do, and I commend him for his effort. I do have a little critique, just a little bit critique, but I'm not gonna get too, down on him. It's her. She is so out of pocket in this situation. She calls herself feminist to expose him. She winds up exposing herself. That just shows me she don't have no good people and no friends in her life that's gonna tell her when you're wrong. Because if she should have ran next by somebody. I don't know, sis, you thought you ate. You thought you ate with this one. No pun intended. But you really just look bad. You come off as the epitome of the negative stereotype of what people think baby moms are. And I have to say, we're not like that. Not all of us are like that. It was just terrible to see this. Like, just the way she came at him. There's a saying, like that old saying with the flies and the honey and the vinegar, girl, don't get me to line. Like, I know exactly how it go. But I get the gist of what it's trying to say. She would have been better off approaching this in a way different scenario. She should have spoke to him calmly. She probably should have spoke to him on the phone. I think she messed up where she allowed this to go on for so many days, right? It pissed you off the first time he did it. It pissed you off the second time he did it. So you allowed it. Now, I don't even want to say allowed. You watched this occur for more than once, more than a few times. Because she says in the video, oh, you bringing food for your child every day. Okay, so he did this and you were upset about it from the first time. So you should have addressed this before you were pissed off. You should have addressed it the first or the second time. It should have been, hey, picked up the phone, hey, I see what you're doing, I'm grateful, but I do have more than one child. And as a mom, I get it. As a mom, you want your children to have the best. Or isn't parents, you want your children to have the best. You want them to have equally. When it's more than one child, you don't want anyone to feel neglected, and you don't want anyone to feel left out. And I'm pretty sure when you are co-parenting with multiple people with multiple personalities, there's going to be times when your child is left out. It's going to be times when your child comes home with something and it's for them, their parent or their grandparent purchased it, and there's none for the other siblings. I know. I watched my brother come home with all the latest designer clothes, and I had what my mother could afford. But I will say, one thing I will say about his dad, that if my mom said there was something she needed, whether it was groceries or things like that, or something even for me, he's going to look out because he had the means. He was super dad, so he had the means, so he would look out. If he felt like, but my mother wasn't going to get anything out of him by being like, nah, no, you didn't do this, and how dare you, and I'm going to expose. You're not getting anything like that. She just totally played herself. And that's one thing. Before y'all get in here and start talking about obligated, I kept seeing that comment all over social media, in my mommy's group, on TikTok. He's not obligated, he's not obligated. We know that. We established that when he said that he has one child with her. His obligations to his one child. I just hate that word, because for me, it's not about obligations. It's about decency. It's about treating people in a way you would want to be treated all around. It's about co-parents. It's about these children who have to see this toxic relationship. These children are learning from you how to be adults. They're not going to be children forever. They're learning how to be human beings who are going to interact with other human beings. So if you're not setting a good example, guess what? You're raising. Ding, ding, ding. You as a woman and as a mom, you wouldn't want him to someday have children and then he show up for his child and some woman treat him the way you're treating his father. You're a poor example of what a woman and a mom should be. And I'm saying, maybe this is a weak moment. Maybe this is just you were frustrated, you hit your wall, you're going through a lot. So I'm not going to say that this is your character overall. In this moment, you look crazy. In this moment, you allowed your emotions to make you do something that you may live to regret, because now he can take this footage and take it to court, as he should, because he should be getting some type of visitation or some type of fixed custody. And that's what I would want to say to that, because even though he's not the villain, he looks kind of crazy to me. And I will say why he looks kind of crazy. Why are you coming over every day to drop food off? Why are you not taking your child? And this is not a critique of him as a father. What I'm saying is, what is going on there? There's a lot going on below the surface of what we saw. But that didn't sit well with me. I am with a lot of the people that says, take your kid, go get him something to eat and bring him back. But when are you spending time with him? Because I get, okay, you're providing. What about the quality time? And how does that make that child feel when he's coming in and his brothers and sisters are looking at him kind of sideways, like, why do you have and we don't? You know, it just could just create some type of division even amongst the children, you know. But that didn't look right to me. I would definitely encourage him to get some type of custody, some type of visitation, some type of agreement that's court, you know, ordained, because this I don't know, it's too much going on, and y'all showing that y'all cannot, you know, effectively co-parent. So you might need a little bit of help. But I would want to say to the dad as well, and to this generation, because I did see a lot of comments like, I'm just doing for mine. All he got to do is do for his kids. To me, food is not something like clothes or toys. You know, if my kid doesn't have designer, he's going to be all right. But he needs clothes. But if he has 3 outfits, hey, he's going to be fine. But if my kid does not have food, you need food. Food is literally sustenance. You need that. So if she's having a hard time with food, you would hope that someone would help her out. And as a dad, even though those are not your children, I would hope that you would help her out. But again, you don't have to. But I just feel like with this generation that they feel like they're always going to be up. We don't foresee a time where you could possibly fall off. We don't foresee a time when you might want or need help for whatever reason, whether it's her fault she's in a situation or not. Yes, she chose to have all them children. She chose to have children with multiple people. Does not mean that she needs to suffer. That doesn't mean that now we need to just beat her over her head with her decision. She made the decision, now she has to live with it. But I just would want to appeal to him as a human. You gotta also look at it, well, you should also look at it from this perspective. There may be a time where you may not be able to do. And I don't want to wish nothing like jail or you lost your job on anyone. You may not be able to physically show up. What if your job changes and your hours change and you can't show up every day? What if you're out of town, whether it's on vacation or for work, and you cannot show up? But now little Tyquisha's dad is showing up, and we see the type of mom she is, and her stamps probably didn't come, it's not the 11th yet, so her stamps ain't there, right? So she can't provide food, but Tyquisha's dad is there, and Tyquisha's dad, you would want Tyquisha's dad to feed your child as well. I just think we need to look at it. We need to be a little more empathetic. We need to think outside of our own little box sometimes and outside of ourselves. Would you want one of the other dads to have a soft or kind heart and step up for your child if you were unable to step up? You couldn't make it for whatever reason today. That's just the type of person. That's the type of time I'm on, all right? I would love to hear your thoughts. Keep it cute, keep it cute, keep it cute. We can agree to disagree, but I'd like to hear your thoughts. And if it's more of just the whole, he ain't obligated, just please just don't bother comment. All right, guys, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one later.